But Xbox Game Pass, we already knew it was going to happen. We said it as soon as we found out that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 was coming to Game Pass. But prices going up, man. Inflation. Prices going up. So here are the new things, and it's still kind of this is very confusing. This is typical Microsoft, right? Like Microsoft would throw a whole bunch of different plans at you, and you're like, well, what the hell do I choose? I'm not even sure what each plan does or what each plan is good for me. So the gist of it is Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. This is the premium edition. It increases to $19.99 a month. The PC Game Pass will increase to $11.99 a month. The Xbox Game Pass Core annual will increase to $74.99. What up, Blake? He said, what up? Xbox Game Pass for the console will go away and for new users only, but the current subs will be allowed to maintain their subscription. And then new Xbox game standard. So they have core and they have standard. I'm like, it's the same thing. And this is what Gene was saying. Like, it's the same thing, core and standard, whatever that you want to call it, it's the same crap. But anyways, so for all the new subscribers, if you get Game Pass, now it's going to be called Game Pass Standard. And that's going to be launching this September. And that's going to have the Xbox back catalog, but doesn't include day one games. So you need to make sure, if you're trying to play these games day one, you need to make sure that you are choosing the correct tier, right? You need to make sure that you're choosing the correct plan. Because if you get this one, if you just now want to get Game Pass and you get this one, don't get the standard tier because you won't be able to play games like Call of Duty day one. I don't know what the period is that you have to wait, but again, if you're trying to play stuff day one, you can't get this one because it won't do anything for you unless you're just trying to play old games. And this one's going to be $14.99 a month. This includes Xbox Live Gold, but won't include Xbox Cloud Gaming. So again, this is just so weird, man. It's just so weird. So so this is where we're at now. So make sure that if you are engaging in the subscription for Game Pass, just take a good look at what you have now and what you want. Because if you're trying to play stuff day one, then and you got the core plan, you know, you can still be in it, but it's not going to get you stuff day one now. Like now you have to get another plan. Did I get my AMD PC? No. It ended up getting delayed 2 weeks because there was a fan in the AIO that didn't turn on. So I had to get another one ordered. But the person who was building my PC, shout out to Leslie, she went on vacation for 2 weeks. So so I gotta wait. now. So just keep that in mind, but we already knew it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. And Ace was saying in the chat, he was like, yeah, he was like, it's, you know, it sucks as it happened. He was like, but he was like, they gotta recoup. And I was like, bro, everybody has a choice. I'm like, they didn't have to, they wanted to. They're going to justify it by saying, hey, you know, we have more high-end games that are coming to the Game Pass. It's really just Call of Duty, to be honest. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's just Call of Duty. For Call of Duty to come on Game Pass day one, they're going to be losing a lot of money in actual sales. Like, that's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They are going to lose money for those $70 sales. So in order to get their recoup or try to get back to even, they have to increase the prices of Game Pass. Let's just call a spade a spade. We ain't talking about no other games but Call of Duty. Call of Duty is the one, bro. What up, Tiger? What up, Tiger? Yeah, exactly. It's super freaking confusing. So again, just take a good look at this and you know, try to make, you know, the best decision on what you actually want or need, because the plan that you have, if you have the basic plan, then just be prepared for it potentially not having games available day one. Those AAA games, prepare for them not being available day one. So yeah, so that's that. Speaking of Dr. Disrespect, when we were talking about sketch and people trying to compare that to the Dr. Disrespect situation, y'all remember Roll Company? Do y'all remember Roll Company? Well, they came back from the dead. Actually, you know, Flock, that was one of Flock's favorite games, Flock and Siggy. They used to play that a lot, but I ain't heard him talking about it in a minute, man. I thought that honestly the servers went down. I said I ain't gonna lie, I forgot all about this game. But they came back. And said, we have disabled Dr. Disrespect's content previously available on the game. We will provide full rogue bucks, and that's their in-game currency, refunds to any impacted account this week. So people were upset about this, not really because of them taking Dr. Disrespect's content out of their dead game that nobody even remembers or plays anymore. People were upset because they said that they are refunding people in rogue bucks. They said, can I get an actual refund, like $1 refund? They said, you give me a refund their rogue bucks? I said, how dare you? They said, give me my money. I said, well, my money, man. Where my money? That's funny. I was just like, wow. Like, they really said, man, we refunding you in rogue bucks, which means that if you got refunded in rogue bucks, you actually still have to be playing the game, you know, in order to even use the rogue bucks on anything else. So they're just refunding you to stay within their ecosystem, but nobody really plays the game anymore. I would love to see what the player base is. Let me see if we can find Steam player base for Rogue Company. Let's see. Let's see if we can find anything, man. What we looking at, man? Oh, average players the last 30 days, 391. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, 391 people, man, from the last 30 days. Peak players, 710. Said 403 people were playing an hour ago. 24-hour peak, 546. All-time peak, 11,977. So, again, it's safe to say that this game is dead. So, I mean, if you bought that Dr. Disrespect pack, hey, you want your refund, you gotta play the game again. You gotta play the game again, get your rogue bucks back. I hate to be laughing, man. I hate to be laughing, but I mean, it is what it is. They should have refunded people their actual money. That is kind of scummy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That is kind of scummy. They could have gave people their full refund, like in actual money. Like, that's hilarious. Like people didn't even care about the Dr. Disrespect though. They like, yo, where's my money? Like, why are you giving me rogue bucks? So you tried to play Rogue 2 weeks ago. Multiple games ended because people left in the middle of it. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So that's that story. But I just found that hilarious that like Rogue Company of all people were like, hey, they could have done this the day like when it was actually like relevant, like the actual company that Dr. Disrespect co-founded. But no, they decided to wait like weeks later, and they said, hey man, they said, hey man, we about to disable the Dr. Disrespect shit too. Oh, good lord. That, I mean, you joking, but that, I mean, that's actually right on the money, Liquid. I think that's actually more true to that. I think there's more truth to that. They probably don't have the money to refund everybody. If they probably refunded everybody, I don't know how many people bought the Disrespect pack, but if they did refund everybody, they probably would go broke for real. They probably really didn't have the money. Don't do more part time. Yeah, exactly, Super. Exactly. Other probably people still play the game. Well, apparently not enough, but people are holding on to it. They're holding on. All right. Next bit of news: the First Descendants. So the game officially launched like last week, I think. I actually got a bounty for it, so I will be playing it sometime this week. I'll be playing it sometime this week. But anyway, so the First Descendant got accused of copying from Destiny 2. Let's read the article. It said, there's yet another controversy surrounding a recently released game as the First Descendant is accused of copying certain icons and even a weapon design from Destiny 2. The kicker is that it's not a clear one-to-one copy of anything, but more of a case of making a slight change to make it look different. So it's like the saying, like, hey man, like, I copy my homework, but you know, change it a little bit. Just change a little bit on it, man. So it won't be like you just copying off of me. So that's what it sounds like here. And then somebody posted a screenshot here, said the icons, which you can see courtesy of Forbes Paul Tassi, all look a bit too similar to be merely a coincidence. On top of that, there's also a weapon that seems to be at the very least inspired by Destiny 2. It's unclear if there were any more examples of this, as only a small amount, of assets have been compared. So, I mean, look at this. If we look at this here, I mean, like, yeah, don't look pretty similar. Again, different color. You know, the ad's the same little bullet icon, different color. This one, I'll give him a pass one. That one, okay. This one, kind of give him a pass on that one. This one, that's almost 1-to-1, different color palette. This one, kind of. This one, that definitely looks a lot like it. Yeah. So, I mean, that's free to play. So that explains it. Somebody said, okay, and what's the problem? Said, let's grow. They found something else. They just keep going, man. They keep going. So yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Let's see what saying Inside Gamers reached out to both Bungie and Nexon for comment. They're probably not gonna comment on anything. So do you think that Destiny, do you think that Bungie has a case? Do you think they have a case here to be like, yo, that's you copying off of us? This I don't know if they have trademarks on any of these. I don't think they have trademarks on them, but I don't know if this would be something that they could legally take to court. I don't know, but I mean, when I first played the first thing, I played the first two betas. And it definitely seemed like it wanted to be Destiny 2. I definitely seen a lot of those same like remnants in the gameplay and whatnot. They even have this hub world, so I could see that. Like, it definitely did remind me a lot of Destiny 2, but I didn't think that like even like some of the icons and even the gun would look eerily similar to the icons and assets that are in Destiny 2. What up, Paladin? So that's interesting. That's interesting, but I just want to add that.